this be one of the best moments of your life. You're listening to the Business Mirror Podcast for a broader look on business with Senior Editor Dennis Estopase.
Good day. Welcome to Business Mondays with BM, a segment of the Business Mirror BM Broader Look podcast that tackles the performance of the Philippine stock market. The Business Mondays with BM podcast is based on the stock market outlook story written by Business Mirror reporter VG Kabuag and comes out every Monday. Today we podcast week 17 of the stock market outlook for April 19 to April 23, 2021. For the text version online, please go to the Business Mirror website and search for Stock Market Outlook. For the print edition, please go to the companies section of the Business Mirror newspaper. Let's get on with the story. Share prices fell last week after foreign investors flocked back to the US market following their strong bank earnings, as trading patterns among the local investors were seen as directionless despite the easing of quarantine restrictions. The benchmark Philippine Stock Exchange Index fell 50.36 points to close at 6,494.81 points. The main index was only up for only 2 trading days during the week, as investors were selling their positions after making small gains. The average daily value for the week was low at 5.03 billion pesos, while foreign investors were net sellers at 4.11 billion pesos. Foreigners accounted for 36% of the total trade. Other sub-indices ended mixed. The broader all shares index fell 17.43 points to close at 3,981.51 points. The financials index rose 5.85 to 1,393.32. The industrial index declined 283.41 to 8,607.48. The holding firms index dropped 15.48 to 6,616.88. The property index shed 54.36 to 3,199.31. The services index was up 12.77 to 1,442.11. And the mining and oil index plunged 472.94 to 8,971.25. For the week, gainers led losers 135 to 95, and 20 shares were unchanged. The top gainers were Manila Mining Corporation B, Lepanto Consolidated Mining Company A and B shares, Benguet A and B, DFNN Incorporated, Seafront Resources Corporation, and Oriental Peninsula Resources Group Incorporated. The top losers, on the other hand, were City and Land Developers Incorporated, City Land Development Corporation, Evergotesco Resources and Holdings Incorporated, Philippine Estates Corporation, Assisite Philippines Hotel Corporation, and Universal Robina Corporation. Share prices may further decline this week as the general negative issues on the government's handling of the coronavirus pandemic has not lifted investor sentiment. Broker 2Trade Asia said the threat of ECQ-inducing COVID spikes and escalating geopolitical tensions in the West Philippine Sea cast rain clouds over the horizon, which might pull the index lower from its current base building phase at around 6,500 points. Last Sunday, the Health Department reported 10,098 more COVID-19 cases, bringing the country's total to 936,133. The Health Department also recorded 150 new COVID-19 related deaths, bringing the death toll to 15,960. Meanwhile, Broker 2Trade Asia said funds tend to follow market activity as some of the listed companies will start to release its first quarter earnings. This week will also feature the annual stockholders meeting of the Ayala Group and property developers SM Prime Holdings Incorporated and Philinvest Land Incorporated. Broker 2 Trade Asia said the current situation makes the case for the mid-cap and small-cap listed companies appear appealing for trading. Mining shares, for instance, became market darlings after mining moratoriums have been lifted. In line with this, there may be spillover momentum towards provincial plays where mining tenements are present, as mine sites provide labor opportunities and local government unit revenues, the broker said. Last week, President Duterte signed Executive Order 130, lifting an almost decade-old moratorium on the processing of new mining projects held in abeyance since 2012 by former President Benigno Aquino's Executive Order 79. Duterte's order specifically amended Section 4 of Executive Order 79 on the grant of mineral agreements pending new legislation, thereby allowing the Department of Environment and Natural Resources and the Mines and Geosciences Bureau to proceed with the processing of new mining project applications. The President said higher tax rates coupled with the additional rules, regulations, and policies implemented by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources are sufficient grounds to allow the government to enter into new mineral agreements. For the stock picks, broker Regina Capital and Development Corporation advised to take profits on the stock of Apollo Global Capital Incorporated, which became a darling for retail investors for the past months, as all indicators are showing spike in buying pressure. Broker Regina Capital said that all things considered, they do not expect another massive breakout anytime soon. But Apollo Global Capital Incorporated could still rally intraday. The broker said that whether or not gains will be pared down come closing depends on market volume. Broker Regina Capital advised to monitor the stock's 50-day moving average currently at 0.22 centavos, as it is this level where it could settle its price for the near term. The shares of Apollo Global Capital Incorporated closed last Friday at 0.224 centavos apiece. Meanwhile, the broker advised to sell during rallies on the stock of BDO Unibank Incorporated after it gained buying momentum after 2 weeks of sideways movement, breaching its initial resistance at 104 pesos per share. Momentum indicators, however, are still showing a bias to the downside, the broker said. This, plus the relatively low volatility, means that any rally BDO Unibank Incorporated could possibly be capped at the next resistance at 106 pesos, broker Regina Capital added. The shares of BDO Unibank Incorporated closed last week at 104 pesos and 80 centavos apiece. And now for the weekly weather outlook via the website of the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration or PAGASA. PAGASA issued a weather outlook for the week at 12 noon of April 16, valid until 12 noon of Friday, April 23, 2021. At 11 a.m. of April 16, the eye of Typhoon Bising or Surigay was estimated at 925 kilometers east of Surigao City, Surigao del Norte, having a maximum sustained winds of 130 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 160 kilometers per hour, moving west-northwestward at 15 kilometers per hour. By April 19, Monday, Bising is expected to move near the landmass of eastern Visayas, but a landfall scenario is less probable, PAGASA said. PAGASA said eastern Visayas and the eastern section of southern Luzon and Mindanao will have rains with gusty winds, while central Visayas and the rest of Mindanao will experience cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. Metro Manila, western Visayas, and the rest of southern Luzon will have mostly cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. Northern and central Luzon will be partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms, PAGASA said. PAGASA said that by Tuesday, April 20, Typhoon Bising is expected to recurve to the northeast, moving away from the country. Bicol region will have cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, while Metro Manila and the rest of the country will experience generally fair weather conditions except for isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Pag-asa said that by Wednesday until Friday, April 21 to 23, Typhoon Bising will continue to move away from the country over the East Philippine Sea. Metro Manila and the rest of the country will experience generally fair weather conditions except for isolated rain showers or thunderstorms due to the prevailing easterlies.
Thank you for listening to the Business Mirror podcast. For a broader look on business, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Business Mirror. Until next time.